Hey collectors, here is a look at Mechanda Robot Model Kit by Academy, and I would like to give a shout out to Sunlight Online Shop for this. For those of you who are building model kits, especially the Gundam series, this is comparable to the high grade version of that Gundam model kit wave from Bandai. And as you can see, there are just a few runners containing the parts to build Mechanda Robot. The plastic quality is that of Daban, which makes those Class A Gundam model kits. So if you are cleaning the parts and cutting them, be careful because it's brittle. These two yellow things are part of the design for the boot front part. I suggest gluing them instead of relying with the peg that slides through the slits because it's not that stable. When you are building the jet that ports at the back of the robot, there are these two parts of the plane on the F runner that can be easily lost. So I suggest you assemble the red part of this jet to the extra body of the plane and do not put this antenna and insert that at the back of the robot to avoid losing or even breaking them when assembled. So this is the part I find weird with the Academy model kit because you are left with a set of complete hands. And then you have a backhand cover and then the front part of a fist plus another hand without an extra thumb. So I don't know if Academy forgot that they have two more hands that needs parts, or is it just that my copy lacks them? So here are the parts that you will get after assembling the kits. The two shields plus pegs and another connector to connect both shields. The missiles, well, this one I tried to color but my pen ran out of ink. Two extra hands. The jet that you will port at the back of Mechanda. His sword. Two covers when you remove his fist from his wrist and two missiles. And here is the figure. This is Mechanda Robot. And here is Mechanda Robot or Mechanda Robot as known in the Philippines. It stands below 7.5 inches tall and is fully posable, comparable with the Gundam kits. Here is a look at the backside, and it is very simple and clean. And this is where you will port the jet. Be careful with the antennas because if you insert it there, it will surely be removed unless you put glue on those parts. So once you find the center of balance for this figure, you can put him in a lot of action poses without any action figure stand. But because this is a model kit, it is very light, so I suggest putting him with some action figure stand or base so that it will be securely displayed on your display case. The shoulder connector always slides out from the peg, which when you are posing him, you have to constantly readjust that so it won't go out completely. Also, the bicep part isn't that much secure when you assemble the white armor piece. So be very careful when you are posing the arm part because some parts keep on sliding outwards. The one thing I didn't like about this kit is that the front part of his underwear is connected. It should be separated left and right so when you put him in an extreme pose with his thighs forward, they don't both go forward. I prefer this kit compared to the diecast version because of the updated design and a much leaner look. And for size comparison, here he is with Batman from the Dark Knight trilogy film by ModoKing Model Kit and Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story by Bandai Model Kit. With Vash the Stampede from the Trigun anime series by Jazzwares and Steve Rogers Worthy Cap from Marvel Legends MCU by Hasbro. With Skeletor and He-Man from Masters of the Universe Filmation version by Super 7. And finally with Voltes 5 from the same titled anime series and Deimos from the same titled anime series, both model kits from the SMP line by Bandai. And with that, thank you all for watching and see you all again next video.